Strange reports. Case filed a cafe that had already closed. The witness described a street they knew well. Not a haunted house, not a remote road, just a familiar part of the city they passed through almost every evening. In 2022, they had started boxing practice. Monday through Friday, they would walk through the same neighborhood on the way there. Years earlier, that area had been full of small cafes, bars, and coffee houses. But by 2022, most of them were gone. The old places had closed. The storefronts had changed. The street had moved on. Then, one evening, while running late for practice, the witness saw something that seemed ordinary at first. A cafe. Open. Visible. With a sign outside that read The Meeting Cafe. The witness remembers being surprised. A new cafe in that area felt unusual, because so many places had been shutting down. But nothing about it felt impossible in the moment. They were late. They kept walking. The place had an older feeling to it, something closer to the early 2000s than the present day. But that detail only became strange later. The next evening, the witness decided to go back before practice and look at the cafe more closely. They walked the same street, then walked it again. The cafe was gone, no sign, no storefront, no trace of the place they had seen the day before. For almost a year, the memory stayed with them. Eventually, they had an errand at a bank in the same neighborhood. The bank was not open yet, so they stopped at a nearby cafe and asked the owner about the place they had seen. They described the name, Cafe The Meeting. The owner recognized it, but not as a new business, as an old one. According to the owner, that cafe had existed in the neighborhood years earlier. Then it closed, more than 10 years before the witness saw it. The witness checked Google Street View. The cafe had been real. The name matched. The location matched. But the timing did not. There was no dramatic vision, no flash, no missing hours, no strange figure standing in the doorway. Only a normal walk through a familiar city and a storefront that seemed to appear from the wrong decade. Maybe the witness misremembered the street. Maybe there was another sign, another business, or another explanation. But if the account is accurate, then for one brief moment, the city showed them something that no longer belonged there. A cafe from the past, open for one evening, then gone again. Report closed.